Good evening and welcome to the Irish Art Show, broadcast to you from the Scientology Community Centre. Our guest tonight is a talented ballad and folk singer known for captivating audiences with his live shows. Eoin Geoghegan has brought a soulful touch to every performance, drawing from a rich tradition of Irish music. So sit back and enjoy.
Hi, my name is Jock Stewart. I'm a canny gunman and a roving young fellow I've been. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man, you own me every day. I'm a piper by trade. I'm a rambling young blade, and many's the tune I can play. So be easy when you're drinking with me. I'm a man, you own me every day. I've acres of land, I've men at command, and I've always a shilling to spare. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man, you own me every day. Well, I take out my dog, and with him I shoot way down in the Curragh of Kildare. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man, you own me every day. So fill up your glass with brandy and wine, whatever the cost I will pay. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. 'Cause I'm a man, you own me every day. How you doing, folks? Eoin Geoghegan is my name. I go by the name of Woodson. This is my version of Christy Moore's Ride On, and I'd like to dedicate it to my late father-in-law, Tom. I've ever seen. Standing 16, 1 or 2, eyes wild and green. You ride the horse so well, hand light to the touch. I could never go with you, no matter how I wanted to. I don't see you. I could never go with you, no matter how I wanted to. Trace to find, run your claw along my gut one last time. Turn to face an empty space where you used to lie. Look for the spark, lights the night like a teardrop in your eye. I could never go with you, no matter how I wanted to. Right on, see you. This is my version of the Dubliners' Black Velvet Band. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds, and he called her the queen of the land. And her hair, it hung over her shoulder, tied up in a black velvet band. In a neat little town they called Belfast, well, apprentice to trade I was bound. And many's an hour of sweet happiness I spent in that neat little town. Well, a sudden misfortune came over me, and it caused me to stray from the land, far away from my friends and relations, betrayed by the black velvet band. And her eyes, they shone like diamonds, and he called her the queen of the land. And her hair, it hung over her shoulders, tied up in a black velvet band. Well, I took a walk with this pretty fair maid, not meaning to go very far. Well, I should have known by the look in her roguish black eye. Gold watch she took from his pocket, and she placed it right into my hand. And the very next thing that I knew, well, I've landed in Van Diemen's land. And her eyes, they shone like diamonds, and he called her the queen of the land. And her hair, it hung over her shoulder, tied up in a black velvet band. Next morning before judge and jury, he said it is proven clear. Well, I'm giving you 7 years solitude, 'cause your case is proven clear. Yes, I'm sending you away from your family, far away from your friends and this land. And the very next thing that you know, well, you've landed in Van Diemen's land. And her eyes, they shone like diamonds, and he called her the queen of the land. And her hair, it's hung over her shoulder, tied up in a black velvet band. Come here, all you young fellows, and a warning take by me. And next time you're out on the town, beware of those pretty colleens. Well, they'll fill you with drink and with whiskey until you are not able to stand. And the very next thing that you know, when you've landed in Van Diemen's land. And her eyes, they shone like diamonds, and he called her the queen of the land. And her hair, it's hung over her shoulder, tied up in a black velvet band. And her eyes, they shone like diamonds, and he called her the queen of the land. And her hair, it's hung over her shoulder, tied up in a black velvet band. Lovely. This next song is another Christy Moore song, Missing You. In 1986, there's a much for a chippy or swinging the pick. Can't live on love alone. Sail across the ocean, away across the foam, to where you're a paddy, you're a biddy and a mick. You're good for nothing but stacking the brick. And your best mate's a spade, and you carry a hod. Two workhorses heavily shod. Oh, I'm missing you. I give all for the price of the flight. Oh, I'm missing you under Piccadilly's neon tonight. Who did you murder? Are you a spy? Well, I'm fond of a drink, helps me laugh, helps me cry. Well, I drink Black Biddy for a permanent tie, and I laugh a lot less and I'll cry tonight. Oh, I'm missing you. I give all for the price of that flight. Oh, I'm missing you under Piccadilly neon tonight. All you young people now heed my advice. Before crossing the ocean, you'd better think twice. You can't live on love alone. And the proof's around London in the nobody zone. The summer is fine, but the winter's a fridge. Wrapped up in an old cardboard on the Charing Cross Bridge. you can't go home because of the shame of a misfit's reflection in the shop window pane. Oh, I'm missing you. I give all for the price of the flight. Oh, I'm missing you under Piccadilly's neon Lovely. Bring that up a small bit. This is my only original song. It was written by my uncle Liam after his mother passed, and it's called Grief. Lose a friend is awful, miss them when they're gone. Pain doesn't leave you, your life rambles on. It's hard to make it through those quiet hours in the day. Love you had for your dear friend, one who slipped away. Lean on me on your darkest day. I know it's hard now, but it'll be okay. We must keep paying life's endless guilty debt. And the way you feel doesn't mean that you forget. Honor them in passing and watch the pain recede. Memories of the time you spend together will succeed. Lean on me on your darkest day. I know it's hard now, but it'll be okay. Take a moment in passing for your true friend who has crossed. Remember there's a price to pay, 'cause happiness has a cost. Pain you feel, the love is real for your true friend who has crossed. Embrace the memories, hug the pain, breathe and start again. Lean on me on your darkest day. I know it's hard now, but it'll be okay. Lean on me on your darkest day. I know it's hard now, but it'll be okay. Grief, that one's called. This is another Christie song. It's my version of Beeswing. summer of love. Burning babies, burning flags, hawks against the dove. I took a job at the steaming car down on Caltrum Street, and I fell in love with the laundry girl working next to me. Brown hair zigzagged around her face, the look of half surprise, like a fox caught in the headlights. There was animal in her eye. She said to me, now can't you see, I'm not the factory kind, but you don't take me out of here, I lose my mind. And she was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, she was running wild. So long as there's no price on love, I'll stay. You wouldn't want me any other way. Market towns, through picking down in Kent. We could tinker pots and pans, knives wherever we went. We were camping down the Gower, and the work was mighty good. She wouldn't wait for the harvest, I thought we should. I said to her, we'll settle down and get a few acres dug, with a fire burning in the heart, babbies on the road. She said, oh man, you foolish man, surely sounds like hell. You might be lord of half the world, you'll not own me as well. And she was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. And she was a lost child, she was running wild. So long as there's no price on love, I'll stay. Wouldn't want me any other way. Derby beat, with a bottle of White House in her pocket, wolfhound at her feet. They say that she got married to a man called Romany Brown, leaving a gypsy caravan, too much like settling down. Say her rose is faded, rough weather and hard booze. Well, maybe that's the price you pay for the chains you refuse. And she was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. And she was a lost child, she was running wild. So long as there's no price on love, I'll stay. You wouldn't want me any other way.
Well, I don't know about you at home, ladies and gentlemen, but I definitely enjoyed that wonderful music from Eoin there. He's got a touch of velvet on his voice. Very, very nice. I'm looking forward to asking him about the grief song that he wrote It's beautiful, and yeah, looking forward to interviewing. You're very welcome to the Irish Art Show.
Thank you very much, Angel. It's great to be here.
You having a good time?
Brilliant time.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm loving all of this. How did you even get time to actually do anything in your childhood, as far as I can see? So between choir, which takes up a lot of time, guitar lessons, speech and drama, of course, and a father who is a brilliant guitarist, vocalist, and an inspiration. I love that you even say that he's your inspiration. That's really nice. You were destined to be in the music business.
I was, yeah. Just to start with my dad. My dad was always the life and soul of the parties with his Yamaha guitar. Great man for remembering lyrics and songs in his arsenal. You know, he'd have easily 20 or 30 songs, and he'd know all the words to them, which I struggled with that side of myself. My dad always does that with ease. He kind of influenced me with country music when we were younger. My dad's from Mayo, so we used to travel from Dublin to Mayo quite a bit. A lot of Gareth Brooks, Mary Black as well. So from a young age, I was kind of exposed to traditional Irish music. In primary school, then my dad put me into guitar lessons. Only very young, and I used to take my dad's guitar case, which was too heavy for me. And I remember
that's the cutest thing ever.
Yeah, he used to be angry, struggling with it, yeah, and not banging it off the road and on the concrete and marking the underneath of it. But yeah, again, that's primary school, you know, second class, and then I used to be asked to play in the choirs or sing in the choirs in primary school as well, as a descant, which was kind of the higher group. To be able to reach the higher notes, so I knew I had something there from an early age, you know.
Well, you know, you're destined, and that's it. You can't deny
in the stars.
it. Yeah, it's in the stars.
You know?
Yeah, and then obviously, then you took it out of the bedroom, as you say, and then went to busk.
Busking, yeah. I had a short busking career for about a year and a half. I was living in Terranure at the time, which was close to town. It was only a 10-minute bus journey in, so I went to Dublin City Council and got my licence, and started on Grafton Street, but realised it was quite competitive around there to get a good slot. So I moved down to Henry Street, where I learnt my trade essentially, and really the heart of Dublin, like, you know. And in that year and a half, I came on so much compared to, you know, sitting on my bed singing away with the guitar. So if I could give any advice to any young musician starting off that want confidence to get out there on them winter days in town with your guitar and your portable speaker, and it'll make man or woman of you, you know. Really
I think
will.
so, because if you're in your bedroom and you don't see the reaction of an audience, and it's really good to see. Okay, some of them are probably just walking past you and, you know, maybe giving you the odd wave.
Yeah.
But it is nice to see the reaction you're getting to your music, and
Absolutely.
it does make you a bit more professional.
It does. It does. It brings it home.
Yeah. Do you miss it?
I do. Now, you know, it's a funny question. I do actually. Look, obviously, I'm performing on weekends and stuff in live venues, but there's like an added pressure with out on the street. You know what I mean? Because you're trying to captivate and keep people there. You know, if you can keep that group of people there for whatever, even a minute, you know, it does wonders for your confidence. It really does. You know.
Even when you get that clap at the end of it.
Yeah, it means a lot,
nice
like,
buzz.
you know. Yeah, absolutely.
And I actually see that your wife, Susie, is very musical as well.
She's the real musician in the house, if I'm honest.
She'll love that when she looks back in this interview.
You know, I have a voice, but my wife has a musical ear, and my dad has a musical ear as well. And that's something you can't really learn. That it's a gift that you're given with. You know, my wife has that. You know, you could sing any song, and she'll sit there in the background with the piano, and she'll just pick it up. You know, which is great.
Do you ever play together? As
we
a duo?
We do, but that's more of a plan down the road when the kids get a bit older and stuff like that. But yeah, no, she was in the Royal National Academy for Music as a child the whole way up. She got to level 8, so she put a lot of time in as a youngster. So that backbone of work has been done. So. We'll definitely get onto that at some point.
And it's a good connection. It's a good connection between just the two of you to have music, you know, that you can share.
And
You-
the
and
kids
it's-
as well.
sorry?
And the children as well,
Yeah.
you know, just to expose them to it and to have the piano going the whole time. And yeah, it's lovely.
I think that's where it really happens. A lot of musicians that come on would be kind of always being kind of aware of it as children, and
Yeah.
you know, it really kind of stays
Yeah.
with them then.
Just
You
leave
know.
instruments around the house
Leave
and hope they
instruments
pick
around
them
the
up.
house, see
Don't,
what
don't
happens.
pressure them and just, you know, let it naturally grow, you know.
And I know you said
Mm.
your dad and your wife obviously are a musical influence on you. Who else who would you listen to?
Well, obviously Christy Moore is my main influence. I did
Yeah.
three of his songs there tonight. I do like a bit of rock as well. Like Rory Gallagher, I would listen to quite a lot of Rory Gallagher and Bob Dylan as well. So kind of folk stories. I like songs that tell a story, that captivate the audience, you know. They'd be my main influences, them three
Yeah.
artists, you know.
And, you know, it's good to have influences because they can inspire you to bring something out in your voice as well, or your playing, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really good. And I know we've touched on this, but again, how did you actually did somebody, like, how did you make the leap from, say, the bedroom to the stage? Because somebody always has to be a helping hand in that, to say, you know what, you've got what it takes, now
Yeah.
go on stage.
Yeah,
Try
well,
it out.
As I said, I built the kind of confidence from busking, and then just before COVID, we moved down to Kildare, and I was in a local pub in Suncroft, where I'm from, called The Well, and I actually took a guitar off the musician and did 2 songs, and went back to the pub 2-3 weeks later, and the owner asked me if I'd like a job.
Cool.
And that's just how it happened, and I kind of went from there to different parts of Kildare, asking different venues if they'd give me a go, and got in with an agency and grew it from there, and it's kind of snowballed, really, you know.
It's exciting though, isn't it?
It's cool, yeah.
It
It
is
was a nice
exciting.
way to start it, you know.
But you do need that kick
Yeah, you do.
sometimes, and
You
for
do.
somebody to even,
Yeah.
you know, validate you.
And it's nice to have the backing
Yeah.
of your home community as
Yeah,
well. You know,
absolutely.
you
And
come
I
back
actually love where, you know, that you said when we were talking that music has been therapeutic for you on a personal level and professional level.
Yeah.
And it is, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, I'm in my job quite a long time now, coming up on, you know, 17 years or something like that. So it's just kind of felt like a bit stale, and I got into the music, and it kind of just made the day-to-day job that little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for?
Bearable.
Bearable. Thank you.
Yes.
Just having the focus for the music, and yeah, so I'm in a happy place now, you know.
I think you can have your normal job and then come into like a bit of magic then when you go
Yeah.
on stage and be in your own
Yeah.
head, you know, just
To
be
feel like you're
enjoying
in-
it for yourself.
In the right place, you know.
Exactly.
I've actually described it as being like golf, the music in a way. You know, you could have a terrible round with 1 or 2 good shots and you're back again. And I could probably count on one hand. I've had a few moments in the music where the hair stood up on the arm and the back of the neck, and I just know at that moment I have the audience, and it's in that moment, and there's nowhere where I'd rather be.
Yeah.
Do you know that kind of? And I know I'm doing the right thing, and I kind of fall back on that if I'm finding it tough with the gigging or whatever it is. You know, just to remember that core
Yeah.
drive is there. You know.
It's a great feeling. It's almost like the energy of you singing or playing just kind of goes through your whole body. It's very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
It is good. It's good moments like that. I have to say, I really, really love the grief song, and I know that would have touched a lot of people at home, because obviously
Yeah.
we're all touched by grief, and if we haven't been, we all will be at some point.
Yeah.
And I know that there was a granddad connection on this particular song.
Yeah, my uncle. Yeah.
Oh, it was your uncle.
My uncle, yeah.
There you go.
Liam Geoghegan.
Your uncle.
Liam wrote that after his mother, my grandmother, Kathleen, passed.
That's why I must have thought it was the grandfather.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
because your grandmother. Yeah, go ahead.
And he was kind of struggling mentally, obviously with grief at the time.
Yeah.
And he found just taking the pen out of the drawer and putting it to paper really soothed him, you know. And I had been dealing with some grief as well. And he actually sent it to me as a poem. And I kind of knew looking at it would make a lovely song, so I put a few chords to it. And I've never done that before. That's my first kind of original song. Put a few chords to it and came up with the melody. And he was absolutely delighted to hear somebody else singing his material. Well, you know, his material. And he's wished me the best of luck with it. So yeah, look, it's a sad song. It is a sad song, but it does. I could feel the emotions there performing it. You know, it does rise the emotions for sure. You know.
I think when you sing songs like that as a vocalist, to do it properly, you have to feel it yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And it, like, the thing about it is that it's such a lovely song. It really is, and I mean, fair play to you. And I'm sure it is your uncle, isn't it?
Uncle Liam,
I'm sure your uncle actually was delighted to hear it put to music.
Absolutely,
because it takes on a whole different life, you know.
No, I think he was proud. Like, you know, I hope I did him proud here tonight. Anyway.
Yeah, you did indeed. Okay. And what are your plans for the future?
Well, obviously we talked about me and my wife there eventually doing duets. That'd be great. That's a little bit further down the road, but look, I think kind of maybe putting a few songs up on the Spotify, things like that. Maybe keep going. Maybe get some vocal training, things like that. Work on myself. Guitar lessons as well. I can only do about 6 chords, but I get away with it. Sometimes you only need 4 or 5 chords, like, you know, 4 or 5 chords and the truth.
Exactly. And I also think you're always upgrading yourself anyway. Every night you go on stage, you learn something.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it's a constant learning, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
You know, no, I'm still enjoying it. I'm not kind of going at the rate I was before. I'm kind of step back a small bit just to kind of work on myself. But yeah, we're definitely moving in the right direction.
Yeah, but keep your finger in.
You have to. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're delighted you're here.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for being with us.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Thank you so much.
It was wonderful listening to you
Thanks
and hearing your story as well.
Brilliant.
And thank you so much. Hopefully our paths will cross again.
Absolutely.
So in the meantime, can you let us know about your social media?
Yeah, Woodson Music, so that's WUDSON music, and on Instagram it's Woodson_music.
Because I'm sure they'll want to check you out at home.
Yeah, please God. Please
Thanks
God.
so much.
Thank you, Angel.
See you soon.
Thank you so much.
Okay, there you are, everybody. What a wonderful performance and interview with Eoin. Thank you so much on behalf of myself, Angel, and all the crew. We'll see you next week. Thank you. Good night.